Hey tech enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's sending shockwaves through the tech world and raising serious questions about national security. We're talking about DeepSeek, the Chinese AI chatbot that's suddenly become a global phenomenon. But is this innovation a game changer or a potential threat lurking in plain sight? Is your data safe? Is your country safe? Let's uncover the alarming truth. DeepSeek burst onto the scene claiming to have built its powerful R1 program using cheaper, less sophisticated NVIDIA semiconductors. The claim alone shook the industry, wiping billions off the value of U.S. tech stocks. But that's just the beginning. This seemingly user-friendly Chinese app is now facing intense scrutiny from governments worldwide, from Rome to Seoul, and even right here in the United States. Why? Because of fears about potential leaks of sensitive information through these generative AI services. This isn't just about a new chatbot, it's about the potential weaponization of AI. Let's start with South Korea. They've become the latest country to ban DeepSeek over serious data protection concerns. This follows a surge in DeepSeek's popularity, even surpassing ChatGPT in the US. The rapid rise triggered alarms about security, privacy, and ethics. One major red flag? DeepSeek's refusal to answer questions about the Tiananmen Square massacre in 1989. That's a huge issue. The South Korean Data Protection Authority is blocking new downloads while they investigate how DeepSeek handles users' personal information. Remember, your data is valuable, and its protection is paramount. Seoul's Personal Information Protection Commission, or PIPC, stated that DeepSeek acknowledged lacking considerations for domestic privacy laws. That's a massive understatement. The PIPC recommended a temporary suspension of service while DeepSeek makes necessary improvements. This isn't just a suggestion. It's a strong warning. The ban targets new downloads, but the web service remains accessible, which is still a concern. DeepSeek has appointed legal representatives in South Korea, a clear sign they're taking this seriously. But is it too late? What about the data already collected? South Korea isn't alone. Italy's Data Protection Authority has also ordered DeepSeek to block its chatbot, citing unresolved concerns about its privacy policy. Meanwhile, in the US, lawmakers are pushing for a bill that would ban people from using DeepSeek or any other Chinese-made AI technology. Violators could face up to 20 years in prison. That's how seriously the US is taking this threat. Australia has also banned DeepSeek products from government devices, labeling it a national security risk. This is escalating quickly. The core issue is data privacy. DeepSeek's R1 chatbot was removed from local app stores because the company failed to comply with personal data protection rules. The PIPC stated that DeepSeek accepted the proposal to suspend downloads. This shows that the pressure is working, but the fight is far from over. The app remains functional for existing users, which means potentially millions of users are still at risk. Are you one of them? When asked about these concerns, a Chinese foreign ministry spokesperson stated that the Chinese government attaches great importance to data privacy and security. They also claimed that Beijing would never ask any company or individual to collect or store data in breach of laws. But can we really trust these assurances? History suggests caution is warranted. Remember, actions speak louder than words. DeepSeek gained attention by claiming they developed their chatbot at a fraction of the cost of models created by Google and OpenAI. They said they spent less than $6 million on computing power, compared to the billions spent by their Silicon Valley rivals. This raised questions about the Silicon Valley business model and whether massive investment is truly necessary for AI development. It also raises questions about how DeepSeek achieved such cost efficiencies. Were there compromises made on security and data protection? Investors worried about DeepSeek's impact on the AI industry wiped about $1 trillion off the market value of the Magnificent Seven tech firms in a single day. That's a staggering amount. Some skeptics doubt DeepSeek's claims of working on a shoestring budget, suggesting they likely had access to more advanced chips and funding than they admit. The lack of transparency is a major cause for concern. We need to demand more accountability from these companies. A recent Cisco report revealed that DeepSeek is vulnerable to attacks. The app has a 100% attack success rate, failing to block a single harmful prompt. This highlights serious security flaws that could allow malicious actors to exploit the system and gain access to sensitive data. This isn't just a theoretical risk, it's a real and present danger. Security researchers have uncovered code on DeepSeek's website that could send user login information to China Mobile, a state-owned telecommunications company barred from operating in the US. The code, heavily obfuscated to hide its purpose, appears to be part of the account creation and login process. DeepSeek's privacy policy already acknowledges storing data on servers inside China. This connection to China Mobile further strengthens concerns about state influence and potential data access. Let's talk about the technical aspects. The obfuscated code likely uses techniques like string encoding and control flow flattening to hinder reverse engineering. Researchers likely use deobfuscation tools and techniques like dynamic analysis using debuggers to understand the code's behavior. The communication with China Mobile likely utilizes standard network protocols like HTTPS, but the data payload itself could be encrypted or encoded, requiring further analysis to decipher. The U.S. has claimed close ties between China Mobile and the Chinese military, justifying limited sanctions on the company. This link between DeepSeek and China Mobile raises serious red flags. It suggests a deeper integration with the Chinese state than previously known. While researchers haven't observed data transfers to China Mobile from North America, they couldn't rule out that data for some users was being transferred. This uncertainty is unacceptable. We deserve to know where our data is going. The growth of Chinese-controlled digital services has become a major concern for U.S. national security officials. Remember the TikTok controversy? Lawmakers voted to force TikTok's Chinese parent company to divest or face a nationwide ban. This shows the level of concern surrounding Chinese tech companies and their potential ties to the government. DeepSeek is facing similar scrutiny, and rightfully so. Some argue that these bans are discriminatory and based on xenophobia. They claim that DeepSeek is simply a competitor and that these concerns are overblown. They might point to similar data collection practices by U.S.-based tech companies. However, the key difference is the potential for state-sponsored access and control over user data in China. This isn't about being anti-China. It's about protecting our data and national security. To verify these claims, we need independent audits of DeepSeek's code and data handling practices. We need transparency and accountability. So, what does all this mean for the future? The DeepSeek controversy highlights the growing tension between technological innovation and national security. As AI becomes more powerful and integrated into our lives, these concerns will only intensify. We need to develop clear regulations and international agreements to govern the development and deployment of AI, ensuring that it's used for good and not for malicious purposes. This requires collaboration between governments, tech companies, and researchers. The DeepSeek situation is a wake-up call. We need to be more aware of the potential risks associated with AI technology, especially when it comes from countries with questionable data privacy practices. Do your research, understand the risks, and demand more transparency from the companies you use. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think DeepSeek poses a national security threat? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the latest tech trends. Stay informed, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.